So we're just going to make our way to a comfortable seated posture with our first finger and thumb together maybe, with the hands resting down in your chin mudra, your seat of knowledge and inner wisdom. So just allow the body to settle now. So feeling even through the sitting bones, maybe just rocking side to side or a gentle circle. And just find wherever you feel is your center today. And then notice the spine and imagine someone's very lightly pulling a string from the top of the head so that you're drawing a little bit of space between each vertebra. And your chin is slightly tucked down towards your chest. See if you can open your shoulders a little bit. Just imagine the opening of both of the shoulders and a dropping down like someone's warmly placing their hands upon each of your shoulders. Elbows slightly bent. So just close your eyes here in a comfortable seated posture, whether that's sitting legs straight on a chair or legs crossed. There's no right or wrong here. You're perfect just as you are. So this evening's practice, we're focusing on the parasympathetic nervous system. We're focusing on the system that helps us to relax, to rest and digest from our busy days or weekends. It's a wonderful time of spring, but as I was saying before, we're just drawing that energy back in, just to give ourselves a bit of TLC this evening. I'd like you just to begin by noticing how the body's feeling. Taking a brief body scan from the top of the head down to the toes. Noticing part by part the emotional quality of the body today. Any physical sensations. Just notice whatever's going on here. Try not to push anything away, or no judgment of the body. Just become an observer. You're scanning down part by part, becoming curious and aware. And now towards the breaths, and notice, is the breath fast or slow today? Is it smooth? Is it shallow? Is it deep? Jagged? Again, no right or wrong. Becoming an observer of the breath now. Maybe noticing where you feel the breath most predominantly, in the nostrils or the belly, the chest maybe. Notice its journey. Compassionate awareness. Now taking your right hand to your belly and your left hand to your heart. Just noticing the breath once again, and this time sending the breath towards your belly. Through the nostrils down towards your belly, and then just allow your lips to part ever so slightly. We're going to allow the breath to pour from the lips like a golden thread of breath. So in through the nose, feel the belly rising, out through the lips, and don't worry if the belly's not rising and it's just the chest, that's fine. But just notice the breath coming in. As you breathe out, tiny parting of the lips, like a tiny little straw through the lips. Imagine pouring the breath out. So as you breathe out, just let the breath cascade like a warm, gentle ribbon of breath, like a golden thread. This helps to activate the parasympathetic nervous system, telling the body it's safe to relax now. Nothing else you need to do. Nowhere else you need to be. go of your day, letting go of any tension or stress in the body or mind. And now just tilting your head ever so slightly to the left. I'd like you to notice the thoughts of the mind. They may be starting to slow down now, but trying not to push anything away. The brain's function is to think, so just notice whatever's going on with a compassionate awareness. Just notice these stories. There may be problems or just stories going on in the head. Maybe try and see them like clouds in the sky. Try not to get carried away with every thought, but just notice them as they move on by with the breath. And don't be worried if you're thinking throughout the practice, that's fine. But just having a compassionate approach to the thoughts. And maybe now imagine any concerns or any troubles you might have. Just imagine them pouring into your heart space now. So that with every breath, we're just releasing and letting go. We're allowing our thoughts to be purified by our heart space. To allow your heart to hold these thoughts. Just let them pour down like you're letting them go. Let them be cradled in the heart. You might wish to set an intention for this evening's practice. It might just be a word, it might be a colour, it might be a sentence, maybe just the word love or compassion, whatever it may be, healing, whatever comes to mind. Bring your head back to centre. Wonderful, guys. Changing the cross of your legs. If you have your legs crossed or just making yourselves comfortable, we're going to bring the palms of the hands together, rubbing them and placing them over the closed eyes, shoulders down. Opening your eyes in darkness when you're ready. This just helps to massage the eye muscles, moving the eyes around in darkness. And then allow them just to melt down away from the face, like warm candle wax. Wonderful. Placing the hands back down on the knees or on the lap. We're just going to gently move into the head and neck. So turning the head over to the right shoulder, keeping your heart space open, keep your shoulders down. Try not to stress or strain the neck. Just move very calmly and slowly. And then from there, we're just going to draw a semicircle with the chin all the way down towards the chest, then over towards the opposite shoulder. Mindfully moving, mindfully slowing down the process of movement. Become aware of any sensations in your neck as you do this. Slowly, as mindfully as you can, back round the opposite shoulder. There's no rush here. We spend so much of our day rushing with nervous energy this time of year as the spring sets in. So just really indulge in the element of slowing down a little bit more, like a snail's pace. Just really slow it down. Wonderful, guys. When you're ready and there's no rush, moving your head in a horizontal direction now across the space of your room. Just noticing the room around you as though you're seeing it for the first time. Moving slowly, slow as you can. Notice sensations in the neck, in the throat. Wonderful, guys. When you're ready, doing the same over towards the opposite shoulder. Slow, mindful movements. Just notice resistance to slowing down if you're feeling frustrated. If you want to move a bit quicker, just see if you can resist that temptation. Bring yourself back to the breath, back to the present moment. And then mindfully, slowly coming back to a neutral position. And when you're ready, this time looking up, so drop your jaw. And just turn the head up towards the ceiling. And then begin to look down, drawing the chin in towards the chest, making the back of the neck nice and long. Slowly as you can. One more time. And then back to center, this time just dropping the head over towards the right shoulder. Release the right hand, placing it towards the opposite temple. Tuck the chin in slightly and just rest the opposite hand down towards your sides maybe, or resting on your lap is fine. Drop your shoulders. We tend to carry so much stress and tension in our neck. It's almost as though that channel between the head and the heart is holding any thoughts of the mind, that channel is blocked. So imagine the breath like fluid energy, unblocking this channel of energy from the head to the heart, from the heart to the head. Letting go of stress and tension with every exhalation. Imagine maybe that golden thread of breath as you breathe out. Reminding your body that everything's okay. You're safe. You are well. Do the same over to the other side. So very slowly move the hand back down. Wonderful, guys. Slowly feeling those little clicks in the shoulders and the neck. And just tucking the head, chin towards the chest, opposite hand to temple. Again, just gazing down a foot or so in front of you, resting the opposite hand towards your sides. Keeping that nice long back. And just breathe. If it helps to make a few sighs, just breathe in through the nose. Sigh it out through the mouth if you wish to. So our out breath is our antidote to pain and stress. So let it go. Imagine with every exhalation, the stress or tension is being carried, evaporating like a cloud above you. And then coming back to center. Wonderful, guys. So just moving now off of your block. You might want to keep your blanket underneath you or keep it nearby to rest on top of you throughout the practice. As we make ourselves super relaxed now, so lying down, releasing through the whole body, the spine, just draping your arms overhead, And just breathe there. So nice and easeful, slightly bent with the elbows, or a nice big bend with the elbows. If you're tight in the shoulders, keep the feet nice and wide. Back of the neck long, and just breathe there. Feel the sensation of the breath. Follow its journey in through the nostrils, down the throat towards the belly. Imagine you're sending that breath towards the toes. As you breathe out, let it go completely through the mouth. Wonderful, guys. We're going to lengthen and stretch through the whole body now, rotating wrists and ankles as you do. Rotating one direction then the other. And then we're going to banana the body over to one side. So shuffling the feet over to the left corner of the mat. So keep both hips down. So you might just want to lift your hips up, place them over to the right. And then your feet over to the left, upper body over to the left as well. So to your left corners of the mat. And then you can take hold of opposite wrists or elbows, or if you're tight in the shoulders and you just want to relax completely, just drape the arms overhead as we did before. If you want to increase the stretch, you can take the right ankle over left, but don't be tempted to push yourself tonight. We're taking it really steady and really relaxed. So within our yin practice, we stay in each posture for 2 to 3 minutes, or it can be 3 to 5 minutes. So roughly 3 minutes here. So we're going to close the eyes and just allow the body and the mind to simmer and settle as we relax the muscles completely. So no tension whatsoever. Maybe just saying to yourselves, I let go completely with every exhalation. Exhaling, I let go completely. Letting the breath go from the lips. I let go completely, feeling the right side of the body relax a little deeper with every exhalation. Imagine the muscles letting go and sinking a little further with each breath. Wonderful, guys. We're going to take one last breath here, a nice deep breath in. And as you breathe out, we're going to do the same on the other side. So just shuffling the hips over to the left as the feet now come over to the right, upper body over to the right. Keeping both hips down on the ground if you can. And just do whatever you did on the other side. So again, within our yin postures, we're letting go of the muscles. Letting go of the muscles completely so that the fascia, ligaments, tendons, they're all getting a good old cleanse now. We're sending positive stress to these areas. We're allowing that yin, that feminine energy to move through the body now. Rejuvenating, restoring, and relaxing. So maybe just close the eyes, internalize this healing process that's occurring without any effort from you. Use your breath to allow the body to heal itself. More breaths here, guys. And when you're ready, slowly, slowly shuffling the feet and the arms back to a neutral position. Taking your arms down towards your sides. We're going to draw the knees now in towards the chest. So just taking the weight of the body in towards the feet, soles of the feet. And then we're going to grab hold of the legs, so like you're just making yourselves into a little ball, keeping your shoulders relaxed. So drop the shoulders, grabbing hold of opposite wrists or maybe just the hands on the thighs. Just release and relax there. We're going to hold this posture for a few minutes. So this has just the same benefits as being in a child's pose, Balasana. So helping our bodies to feel safe and secure in this posture. This helps to massage the internal organs here. So your stomach, your spleen, all the internal organs are getting a lovely cleanse as we simply breathe in this posture. So closing your eyes. If you're uncomfortable in your head or neck, you can place a little rolled up blanket under the head or maybe a very thin cushion. Just make yourselves comfortable here. Breathing into the area of the throat, the thyroid gland, the area that helps us to regulate our immune system, our immunity, fighting off any coughs or colds. So think of sending lovely replenishing oxygenated blood to this area, healing and purifying. Taking the hands onto the knees when you're ready. Take a few deeper breaths. So taking a few deeper breaths just allows the body to realise that we're going to make a bit of movement. So it gets our body prepared. So with the hands upon the knees, we're going to just draw a few circles with the knees. So keep the knees together, keep the hands, one hand on each knee. And just draw little circles with the knees in the same direction as one another. Feel the sensation on the lower back, the sacral area, the hips. This is a wonderful gentle massage for this area. Imagine you're maybe wading through warm water or treacle. So you're moving slowly and mindfully. As relaxed as you can, keeping your eyes open or closed. Change directions when you're ready. Movements don't need to be too big. Moving slowly with intention. And then keeping the toes together now, we're going to draw the knees in opposite directions. Like a butterfly or water boatman. Again, not too big. You can make it as big as you like. Just moving within your own limitations, keeping yourself comfortable and relaxed, as though you're wading through warm water or treacle. And then change directions when you're ready. Wonderful, guys. We'll come into happy baby pose now. So take your arms, your elbows in line with the instep of your knees. Just grabbing hold of maybe the shins, the outer edges of the feet, or wrapping first finger and middle finger around the big toes. Just do what feels good, but just making sure that the soles of your feet are facing up towards the ceiling, that your knees are facing down, that your shoulders are relaxed, and that the lower spine is beginning to draw down towards the ground. This is quite an intense, deep hip stretch here. So just take it steady. If it's too much, just bring the soles of the feet a little closer in towards one another. We won't stay here too long. We tend to carry a lot of emotional tension in our hips. So this is a wonderful posture to help us just to let go of any holding. And by letting go with the breath and with the body, we're able to move forward in life, mentally and physically. So maybe just close your eyes and repeat the mantra, I let go, to yourself. Just simply breathe. Allow your hips to soften with every exhalation. Stay too long. We'll just take a couple more deep breaths. This is going to be quite an intense stretch. When you're ready, bringing the soles of your feet together. And we're going to simply lower the feet down now into Baddha Konasana, Supta Baddha Konasana. So maybe just raise your hips up and make your spine a little bit longer. And it's up to you how close you want to bring the heels towards the bottom. If you bring your feet a little further away from the body, it makes the posture a little less intense. And if you wish to here, and you have access to a couple of cushions or rolled up blankets, you might just want to take a couple of blankets or rolled up cushions and just tuck them right in towards the hips. This is completely optional. And then making your way down. And if this posture is just simply not working for you this evening, then keep the soles of the feet down onto the ground and collapse the knees in towards one another. This can be really relaxing for the lower back. So do what feels good for you. You can rest your hands maybe in a triangular shape with your first finger and your thumb in contact, resting on your lower belly in a yoni mudra, which is the mudra for the lower body, for the lower belly, the womb area, the area of your lower sacral. Or you can rest the arms down towards your sides or even overhead if that feels better for you. Make sure there's no stress or strain here, that the lower back is comfortable. And if you want to take a little thin cushion and place it under the head so that your chin is lightly tucked in, then you can do that as well. So just find your comfort, find your sweet spot, and just relax here. And if you wish to repeat a mantra, if that helps to focus the mind, you can breathe in through the nose, saying to yourself, I surrender. As you breathe out, I release. Through the lips or the nose, breathing in to surrender. Breathing out, release. Golden thread breaths here. It's a wonderful opportunity. With the out breath, just allowing the breath to pour from the lips like a gentle golden thread of breath. Releasing that holding in the hips. Any tension here, letting it go. With every exhalation, smooth golden thread of breath is being released.
slowly and mindfully, we're going to take the hands, tuck them under the outer edges of the thighs, and slowly, slowly bring the feet down. Lift the hips and just drop the knees in towards one another. I'd like you to give yourselves a little hug now, so just cross your arms over your chest and wrap either hand round the opposite shoulder. So your knees are dropped in towards one another. Your arms are wrapped round your front body. You're feeling that sensation of a warm, comforting hug from yourself now. Telling yourself everything is okay. You are safe to relax. You are safe and held to let go completely. So maybe just repeating part of that mantra, maybe just saying to yourself, I am safe. I am secure. I am held. I am safe. I am secure. I am held. Opening the arms nice and wide. We're going to cross the arms over. You can change the legs if you want, just to release them down this time. We'll keep the knees bent, do what feels good for you. I am safe. I am secure. I am held. More deep breaths here when you're ready. Release the arms, take them overhead, stretching through the whole body. Lengthen and stretch, rotating wrists and ankles. I'm going to come into a bridge now. So if you have a block or a couple of firm cushions nearby, and you can watch me to begin with if you wish to, we're going to place the block, so the thinner edge here, so not coming up all the way onto the top of the very thin edge, we're coming into that widthways, and coming up, placing the block not quite on the bottom, not quite on the lower back, but in between the sacroiliac dimples, so you can almost feel, if you just run your hands down your lower back, you can feel where the little indents come in. So you can also from here, if it feels uncomfortable to rest on a block, you can place a blanket over the edge of the block and just come up as far as is comfortable. Maybe just a cushion or two might feel better for you this evening. So just have a little play around, see what feels good. Make yourself comfortable here. So we're just lifting the hips slightly higher than the heart. So the the intention here is that we're getting that thyroid gland activated once again, so warding off the coughs and the colds, and we're allowing that lymphatic system to drain now. So we're draining the lymphatic system. So if there's any immune deficiencies going on at the moment, or again if you feel coughs or colds, or you just feel a bit run down, raising the hips slightly above the heart can really help to drain this lymphatic system. So the glands in the lymphatic system are based in the groin, in the armpits, and in the glands at the lower base of our throat and neck. So if we visualize this area and just imagine this like fluid-like motion of lymphatic drainage, so everything's draining down like fluid, moving through the systems now, helping to heal, help to restore the lymphatic system, helping you to let go and regulate the thyroid gland in the throat, helping us to build our immune system and replenish the body. So sending that wonderful oxygenated blood towards the throat, like a filtering system. Imagine the breath letting go of any toxins, any unwanted energies in the throat or in the rest of the body. Let them drain out here, like you have gills at the side of your neck. Or just breathing out through the mouth is fine. Wish to repeat a mantra here. You can breathe in, saying the word, I am restored. As you breathe out, I am cleansed. Breathing in, I am restored. Breathing out, I am cleansed. Taking a few deep breaths when you're ready. So if you have your block on a higher setting, just turning the block down to a lower setting that's comfortable for you, or removing the block altogether. We're going to take the legs up towards the ceiling, keeping the feet hip distance apart. Keep the hips comfortable. So just do what feels right. If the block just doesn't feel great under you and you just want to take a cushion under your bottom, that might feel better. Have a little play around and just raise the legs up. We won't stay here long. So if you have tired legs at the end of the day, you're quite hot, if you end up having hot flushes for whatever reason, or been on your feet all day, this is a wonderful posture. You can also practice this against a wall, or headstand of your bed if you're just lying in bed and you want to have that support from your cushion under your bottom, but raise your legs up. This can be a wonderful posture just before bed. You can have your arms out to the side, resting on your body, or draped overhead. Feels really nice with the elbows bent, like a cactus position. So again, you can just draw the legs up high or use the support of the wall, and by raising the hips up slightly, we're getting that wonderful benefit of draining the lymphatic system once again and draining any fluids from the legs. If there's any tension, or you've been on your feet all day, or if you're overheated. And then when you're ready, slowly begin to bend the knees in towards the chest. If you have your block underneath you, you might want to move it away. Or if you have your cushions, you might want to keep them there just to increase that stretch. It might feel quite nice. If not, just moving them away. Do what feels good for you. And hug the knees back in towards the chest. Lovely. We're going to come into a twist from here, a nice gentle twist. So shuffling your feet over to the left and shuffling your hips over to the left, we're going to stack one knee on top of the other, and with a couple of cushions underneath you on your left, we're going to draw the knees over to the left. So you're stacking one knee on top of the other, and you're coming into that supine position. So if you don't want to take the twist too far, you might just want to rest the top hand on the top hip. If you feel comfortable to, you can drape your arms over to your sides. Just do what feels good for you. But if there's any niggles in your spine or in your back, you might just want to keep the top hand resting on the top hip. Just do what feels right for you today. You might want to take a support between the knees. Or you might want to take a couple of blankets or a firm cushion under the knees. Just do what feels good. Have a play around. And just breathe. Twists are wonderful for detoxifying the body. Almost like you're wringing out a dishcloth here. Might not want to imagine that analogy, but it does work. So imagining the breath is wringing out any unwanted toxins. So toxins tend to accumulate in the body day in, day out. So just allowing your breath to cleanse and restore your digestive system, the spine, the nervous system. Breathing out any unwanted impurities or toxins or tension in the back, the nervous system or the digestive system. Let it all go with every exhalation. Take One more deep breath here. When you're ready, slowly bring the feet back down to the ground. Move as slow as you can. No sudden movements here, just be very gentle with the spine. And then when you're ready, shuffling your feet over to the left side now. Take the supports over to your right, and again stacking one knee on top of the other. And do whatever you did on the other side. So try not to pull or push the spine. Try not to over-exaggerate with the arms. If there's any discomfort in the spine whatsoever, just rest your arms down beside you. There's no right or wrong, just listen to your own body. Everybody's unique here, so no judgment on how this posture looks. Just draw the attention inward. That's what's so wonderful about our yin practice, that we're drawing energy inward, noticing how it feels to be in this posture. Find that sweet spot within the posture where it becomes comfortable to move deeper with the breath, where we're not trying or doing anymore. We're enjoying the sensation of simply being. Taking a few more deep breaths here when you're ready. Very slowly, mindfully bringing the feet back to centre. We're going to make our way into Shavasana for final relaxation now. So if you have a rolled up cushion or two and you want to, you can place them under the knees if there's any issues with the lower back, or if you just want to make yourself a bit more comfortable. You might want to take a thin cushion under the head, and you might want to take a blanket over the body and an eye pillow for the eyes. So make yourself super comfortable now. Rest your arms beside you. Maybe with the palms facing up or down. Whatever helps you to relax the shoulders a bit more. Relax the back of the neck, tucking the chin in slightly. Allow the feet to fall apart from one another. Allow the whole body to simmer and settle now. Adjusting yourself as you need to. When you're super comfy and relaxed, I'm going to read us a lovely calming meditation. This is called the candle meditation. So imagining between the third eye now, the space between the eyebrows is a flickering candle. So closing your eyes and relaxing completely. Begin to allow the body to come into a state of complete calm. Be still and centered. feel the breath moving quietly and gently throughout the body. Just witness and observe the movement of the breath, the shifting from tension to relaxation, the softness as the body releases and gives. Encourage your mind to empty, releasing unwanted thoughts, ideas, images, and begin to breathe into your mind. Create space. Exhale clutter. Exhale confusion. Breathe in emptiness. Exhale remaining tension. Now the mind feels free to breathe. You have created space, room, and freedom. Now imagine your body is a candle. The spine is the long wick that goes directly to the crown of the head. Take the attention now to the third eye, and in this center, visualize a blue candle flame. Directly above your head is a thin, watery sun. This watery sun is now beginning to glow warm. It starts to grow into a ball of warm golden light, and the warmth and the heat from these golden rays start to melt the candle. A big round golden sun is now directly over your head. You feel yourself melting, drifting, slipping and moving as the candle grease slides away. It moves over the front of your body like a wave, drips one after the other, cascades and rolls down the front of your body. Warmth and light spreading as the river of melting wax warms and releases your entire body. Breathe in the warmth as relaxation rolls down your body, wave after wave, glowing and flowing, melting the wax, taking away anything that you no longer need to hold on to, bringing relaxation and peace. When you're ready to, just begin to notice the breath once again in the body. Sending the breath a little deeper, breathing in through the nose softly sighing out through the mouth. In through the nose, a little deeper, and softly sighing out through the mouth. When you're ready to, beginning to wriggle your fingers and your toes. Maybe beginning to stretch out through the body, taking your arms overhead slowly and mindfully, wriggling your fingers and toes, taking a gentle stretch, rotating wrists and ankles, one direction then the other, bending the knees as you bring the soles of the feet down to the ground. Bring your arms down towards your sides, maybe gently lifting the hips. And if you wish to, hugging the knees in towards the chest. Take a few moments here, just breathing out any unwanted tension in the body. And maybe make a bit of gentle movement, rocking from side to side. Take the weight of the body over to the right side and rest here. And when you're ready, placing the hands down onto the ground, keeping your eyes closed, coming up to a comfortable seated posture. Resting the hands maybe on the knees or on the lap. First finger and thumb together as we started. Just settle the body and the mind, noticing how you're feeling now without judgment or expectation. When you're ready, bring the palms of the hands to the heart center. Keeping the eyes closed, we'll make the chant of Om to end the practice together. So just once. When you're ready, nice deep breath in. Rubbing the palms, placing them over the closed eyes, shoulders down. Opening your eyes when you're ready, like warm candle wax. Allow the hands to melt down away from the face. Opening your eyes when you're ready. Bring the hands to the head for the right thoughts, to the mouth for the right words, and to your hearts for the right intentions. Namaste. Thank you, guys.